What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to episode 5. We're going to be talking about the process once you decide to hire Radiance Videography, what that looks like. Amo, I'm really excited about this video because I feel like this will help some of our customers know, like, and trust us if they are able to understand kind of the process of what that's going to look like once they decide to hire us as a videography company. I think it'll build a lot of trust, and they'll be confident that we have the skills to be able to help them provide the content that they're looking for.
Well, yeah, Jason, absolutely. Like, this is going to definitely help anybody who's interested in hiring us, or really any videography service. Maybe we're not in your price range, we're not in your area, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We'll work with you on all of those things as best we can. But here's just a brief overview of the general ideas so that everybody's comfortable with, like, hey, this is what I should expect, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think if you know what to expect, you're not going to be thrown like curveballs, and you'll understand the process a little bit better. So yeah, the first step to this process would be, first of all, just reaching out, contacting us through our website, email, whatever. You know, can you explain like a little bit what that would look like?
Sure. If you have ever used the internet, you would go to radiancevideography.com. And when you go to our webpage, you can scroll down, you can read about us. You could see, you get, first off, you get an offer, to save some money. Like, give us your email, we'll give you 10-20% off your order. Just simple way to get in contact, even if you're not looking to buy, just to keep in touch, right? And then after that, you know, we've got a contact us form. It's got phone numbers, it's got email addresses, it's got it has a literal form for you to fill in some information, pick a date on the calendar that works best for you, and schedule just an introductory call, right?
Yeah.
We've got business cards. If you run into us and we've given you a card, those phone numbers go right to our phones. Those email addresses go right to our emails. So we'll see it, right? We respond. And that's pretty much how it should be when anybody reaches out to you.
Yeah, right.
If any business reaches out to you.
Yeah, we want to build the processes so that way it's systematized and it flows very well. And I think ultimately it will bring confidence to you as somebody that's, you know, looking for our service. It's always beneficial to me. I know with other companies that I've done business with, you know, you get an automated email and it allows you to, you know, set up a calendar date.
Yeah.
Automatically. You'll be able to go to the web, you know, it'll click on the link and it'll take you to a calendar where you can click and, you know, pick a day that is available. And so we'll be able to reach out to you from there and then, you know, start the process of the, you know, collaboration piece and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the kind of introductory where, first of all, they can kind of get to know us a little bit more.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and that introductory form that you're going to fill in has some basic questions about what it is you're looking to do, what your story is, what your industry is, a rough idea on budget, those kinds of things. And so we'll receive that. We'll reach back out to you, and then
they'll get an automated email.
Yeah, you get the automated email.
With like a questionnaire. And that's going to, last video we talked about companies asking lots of questions and stuff. And so the questionnaire is going to have a lot of the questions that we would want to, you know, ask about what type of videos that you're wanting to make, you know, what's it for? Is it for social media? Is it for highlight reels? Is it, you know, like what's your, you know, ideal clients and things like that.
Yeah.
A little bit about your business. What problems do you solve for your customers? These are all things that will be really helpful for us to gather information. So when we do meet, we have lots to talk about and things for you as a customer to be able to think about before they actually sit down with us. Right?
Yeah, we can focus our questions and help direct the conversation. So and listen, we'll sit and chat with you forever if you've got the time. Like, that's happy to talk. But to get to the meat of the story, to what it is you're trying to accomplish and how we can best help you. You know, that's what all the pre-planning questions are for. And once we get all of that put together and we have that conversation, we'll put together pricing and a budget, or pricing and a schedule and a contract. And then once all the ink is dry on that, you know, you get the thank you, and let's go. It's off to work creating a schedule. You know, this is where the project management pieces really start to fall in line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that next step would be like, so we move and we gather all the information. You say we're ready to go. Then we would start the pre-production, pre-planning stuff. There's scripting involved. There's storyboarding. So scripting kind of really helps develop the structure of the video.
Right.
You know, it may not be specific, like you're going to, you know, remember line for line a script or whatever, but it's going to provide us bullet points and structure for how the video goes. And from that, you know, scripting process, then we're able to actually storyboard different shots and things like that. Maybe develop or figure out like location scouting. So maybe
if that has to happen.
Maybe there's a particular location we want to shoot that at.
Once we've got the schedule of events, we plan it out, work with the customer, client on where it is, when it is, what time, how we're going to take the shot, what's going to be talked about in that shot, like break it all down into the individual pieces. And then Big Logan runs the board and Jay runs the camera, and I stand back with a clipboard and basically just watch everybody do everything.
Good project manager, right?
Yeah,
you need one of those.
Listen, I've got my piece. It's just not as active a role.
Let me tell you, Emil is so good. He's very detailed, and he's like, he really brings so much to the table here that I'm so excited about. In particular, with a lot of these process parts that I'm not so good at, but we make a really good team together.
Well, thanks, man. That feels really good.
I'm so excited about, you know, where we're heading, what's ahead for us, and be able to help a lot of customers and put our skills together.
Heck yeah, it's collaboration.
Absolutely.
We talked about in the last video, but in this video process.
Yeah.
So if you haven't already, part of this process is for you to like and subscribe and smash the button.
Kick it if you want.
Kick it if you want. That's how you do it. Like 90s hip hop, just kicking it.
Do all the things.
Yes, do all those things. Make it do the things. Subscribe so you get other updates on the next video in this series. But in terms of the next piece of this, once it's production day, and it might be over a couple of days, it might be just one day, it might be a couple hours, it might be, who knows? Whatever it is that your project requires, that's what we do. Then the next step after that, we've collected everything, and then it comes into the post-production and editing, where Jay and Logan, Nolan sit down and put all the pieces together and really make that magic peanut butter and jelly sandwich happen.
Yeah. They're going to actually think that his real name is Logan. So,
well, all right. Sometimes you don't get to choose your name, okay? I mean, actually, you never get to choose your name. It's chosen for you. But your nickname is, you never get to pick your nickname.
Yeah, ever. So Logan's real name is Nolan, and we were at a film production piece, and Emil just kept coming out Logan. He said, for whatever reason, I do that. There's certain people where it's like,
whatever it was, he was just Logan.
There's a guy at my networking group, his name's Neil, and I keep wanting to call him Keith, and it just keeps coming out Keith.
What up, Keith? It's gonna be like, I don't know who that
so
is.
Emil said, you don't choose your nickname, your nickname chooses you.
It's true. It's true. So yeah, Nolan, Big Logan.
Yeah. So
AKA.
Just so y'all know, if we reference Nolan, it's Big Logan.
Now he's Big Nolan. This is going to go good.
It's getting really confusing fast.
Really going to go off the rails. Where's that sound effect for the train horn? Because that would be perfect. I can't hear it.
We need to put our headsets on, right?
Next time. So to keep us back on track, get back on schedule with this
We're
whole
on
thing.
the post-production.
Yep, we were talking about post-production with all the editing and the sound effects and sound leveling and mixing, making sure shots and color grading happen. All those fancy things that you guys are so good
Yeah,
at.
put together all those pieces that we, talked about and planned about and collaborated about, so the vision comes to life to what the customer really wanted, and they'll be really happy and stoked about it at the end.
Put the chapters all in order so that it flows nicely and it feels good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of time that goes into that, and it's a big process, but it's something that we're really good and have a lot of experience doing, and
dedicated.
Yeah.
Really love that part of it.
Yeah.
Right. Would you say there's more time spent in post production than there is in actual production?
I would say equal, if not more. Yeah. I mean, even like a wedding shoot. We're there for a full day, but the editing process normally is 3 or 4 full days of editing. You're taking together all these. That's the beauty of when we are doing like business content. We have a lot of planning ahead of time. It's a little bit better because you've planned all this stuff out. A wedding, you're taking shots.
That's on the fly creativity.
Yeah, and you're taking film and trying to make a story out of it, out of the day. And so it definitely can take a lot more time to do that. And there's so much more time on the back end.
Oh, absolutely. But let me tell you what, the wedding video you did for us is phenomenal.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was really cold that day. I remember.
It was a chilly December day.
Was it like? Was it January when we filmed?
No. It was December the 10th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
I know the day.
We were going out to get pictures, and it was like, hurry up.
Well, she had on a dress.
Yeah.
It gets cold.
It does.
That's how it is.
It was
She
definitely.
looked lovely.
But it was
radiant.
beautiful. We enjoyed that wedding.
Yes. Good. We enjoyed it too.
Yeah, you brought a few tears to people's eyes. And
Sometimes the words get us. Yeah. But absolutely, part of that process is all in the post-production, and that's the wrap up. And once that piece gets done, right?
Yeah.
There's some review with the client, like, hey, this is what we've got so far. This is where we are. And then sign off and delivery really is where it is. And that medium can be whatever it needs to be, right? If it's a physical copy, if it's digital.
And ideally, like if a customer has a couple revisions, that's fine. But the real big idea is that if we do enough planning ahead of time, like
shouldn't be really any revisions needed.
They're going to be really happy and excited about the final product because we've really planned it out, right?
Yeah.
That's where going back to the video that we were talking about earlier, the last video about looking for a videographer and professionalism. If they're planning out, that's a big thing that you want to look for, is if they're putting a lot of time into the pre-planning state.
Yeah. If you put all the work up front, not all of it, but if you put a lot of work up front, you have a lot less work on the end.
Yeah.
And it just makes everything go smoother.
Absolutely.
And that's why we laid out a process like this. That's why whoever you hire, whether it's us or somebody else, should lay out a process. They should have an idea of what it is they're doing and should make sure that they're working with you to get through that process and know where you are in it and how it's progressing and where everything is.
Yeah. I mean, we just finished up a project for a company called Go Global Industrial Supply.
Yeah.
And one of the big things that they're wanting to do is just get more traction inside their store, right? We created this really awesome highlight reel, which is not only they're able to use it on their website, but they're putting it out on social media, sponsored ads, and it's just getting a crazy amount of traffic, because and it's great to hear that feedback, and they're super thrilled, and they wanted to get more people in there and hear about their store and how they're a smaller store, but they have the same capabilities as some of the big box stores like Home Depot and stuff like that, and
right.
They just wanted to get more traction, and because of our video, they're able to get more people and be seen and be heard
and be radiant.
And be radiant, yeah.
Yes.
So that's one of our taglines, if you guys didn't know it, but
we've got to
be seen, be heard, be radiant.
And make your story shine. Yeah. So that's that's the 10,000 foot overview of the process that we go through once it's delivered and everybody's happy. And, that's basically what it is, right? Like there's a lot more detail. It can't all be summed up in a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
But from 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, if you like this content, hopefully this helps build a little bit of trust with us as a video company. You understand a little bit of the process. If you have questions, you can feel free to be able to reach out to us.
Yeah, all of our information is going to be in the bio.
Yeah.
Or in the description. We'll have our bios.
Yeah.
Our emails. You can reach out to us, the website, Instagram, and socials. I feel like if you're already watching it on YouTube, you've got our YouTube channel well in hand. Absolutely. So definitely subscribe.
And if you're looking for, if you're in the process of looking for a videographer and you're not sure what to look for, make sure you watch our last video where we talked about that, what to look for when you're hiring a videographer. That video will be right up here in this caption card. Hopefully it pops up sometime.
We'll see.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, make sure you do that. And we'd love for you to reach out to us. Make sure you like and subscribe, share the content, do all the things like we were talking about.
Smash it.
With that said, hopefully you guys have a great day. God bless you. And thanks for watching. Peace.
The claps, the applause from the table.